Today we're going to be talking about Ozempic and medications in general that cause weight loss, that cause side effects such as hair loss. I'm going to go into the potential side effects of severe weight loss and how this disrupts your body and how this disrupts the hair loss in general. But before I do, I wanted to go ahead and give you some updates. It's been a while since I've given you some updates. And for those of you who don't know, I have a free training. It's a hormone and thyroid free training going on, and you can find it on my website. It's right at the top, and it'll say free training in yellow, and then you can just go onto that and learn more about hormones and thyroid and how this affects your hair loss. My hair is in a bun today because I just got back from the hairdresser. So if you've been following me on social media, on Instagram, Alopecia Angel, you will see the 1.5 to 2 inches of gray hair and grown out hair that I had in order to go back and get some highlights done. And the beauty of healing the alopecia, the beauty of healing hair loss is that now I've optimized it to the point where I'm growing my hair over 1 inch of hair a month. Each month I'm growing 1 inch of hair. And I can track this because, again, of my highlights. This is really easy to see because I'm not a natural blonde. But at the same time, that is the side effect, is having to have this grow out and having to go back to the hairdresser. Not a bad thing, not a bad thing at all. I'm really excited about it because my hairdresser today told me that, especially in the back, in the front, of course, as well, but in the back especially, it's grown out like 3 inches. The last time I saw her was only just 2 months ago. So that was 8 weeks ago I saw her, and I have a 3-inch growth in the back and 2 inches up front. And so the thing is like, this is possible for everybody. I'm in my mid-40s, and if I were to give you the plan, the recommendations, you too would have all these wonderful side effects of healing your hair loss once and for all. The other thing I wanted to share was that I woke up this morning to about 20 plus emails in my inbox in regards from clients telling me about all their progress and all their hair growth that they've been seeing and all these great advancements. And so I'm really happy for everyone who's been emailing me and keeping me updated. I love to hear their updates. I love to hear how they're seeing progress, how they're getting their hair, and how they're feeling better. The mental health aspect is something that we don't talk about a lot, and we don't talk about a lot of things as women. Next week, I'm going to have a really wonderful interview with a lady who focuses on another topic of taboo for women that we don't talk about at all. This is something that she's gone through 8 times. And so as an expert herself, she now helps people throughout this situation. I will leave you in suspense so that you can follow me for next week, because that interview is not to miss. So thank you again to everyone who's written me and who keeps me updated, because I love hearing about your progress. I love seeing the life transformations that happen on a mind, body, spirit, a wavelength, because really when you start to heal hair loss, your mental health improves, your mood improves, you are happier, you are more at peace, you are more of a nicer person, kinder person, and everything just seems to flow in such a better way. So going into today's topic of Ozempic and all these wonderful weight loss medications, right? Wegovy and what have you, that give you rapid results to weight loss. If you step back a little bit, hair, skin, nails are a hot topic for women, but so is weight loss and losing weight and keeping it off, right? This is why so many diets have been popular in and out. This is why so many different franchises and gyms and all these things out there for women to lose weight. And it is a challenge for some people, and it is a challenge for others as well in other areas of health and wellness. But the thing is, there's so much more to it, just taking the pill and then seeing the weight shed. Because as you know, there are side effects, risks, and ramifications to taking medications. It doesn't matter if it's just for a headache. It doesn't matter if it's for hair loss. It doesn't matter if it's for weight loss. It doesn't matter if it's for anything. There's a risk, ramification, potential side effect that could be happening. Can you reverse the hair loss from taking Ozempic, from taking these weight loss meds? Yes, you can. However, what I wanted to go into today is really looking at the potential side effects of trying to lose weight so quickly, how this affects your hair, but also how this affects your health overall. Because for around maybe 75, 80% of the people who are taking these medications, they are seeing wonderful weight loss. But at the same time, there's a percentage, 15, 20%, maybe 25%, that are seeing other horrible side effects. And sometimes we won't even see the side effects until later. Just like how I mentioned how implants are known to cause health problems, autoimmune diseases, hair loss, and so many other things. This is one of our blind spots podcasts that I mentioned maybe about last year at some point. And the thing is, it's like when it comes to these one size fits all approaches, there's so much more that meets the eye. So for example, let's say you're on this Ozempic or Wegovy or any of these weight loss medications, you or a loved one that you know. The causes of concern that you should know about and have is that you can have immense muscle loss. So when you lose weight too fast, your body may start burning muscle for fuel, which can slow down your metabolism and make it harder to maintain weight loss long term. And so this is a counter effect, and this will also backfire at some point. I'm the first to tell you that hair loss meds don't work. They don't work because it's not a long-term strategy. These are foreigners, right? Medications are foreign objects in our bodies. And at some point, our body backfires and rejects them and doesn't want them. Medications for certain things can be very helpful. They can be life-saving, but when it comes to hair loss, they are not life-saving. They are not helpful. They suppress your immune system. They create more allergies. They create more issues, and they create more harm. Doing this naturally with a personalized plan, because that's the only way that you will see the hair growth for the long term. We're all so different. The next situation that Ozempic, Wegovy, and all these weight loss medications cause when you have immense weight loss, just massive amounts of weight loss at one time, is dehydration. And so rapid weight loss involves significant fluid loss, which can lead to dehydration, headaches, dizziness, fatigue. And if you're dehydrated, you also don't have enough water, right? Our bodies are made of 75% water to grow hair. So the thing is, it's like the little water that you have, because you're already dehydrated, is going to other aspects of your body and other areas that are much more needed and required. And so that's the thing. It's like many times we have hair loss is like the check engine light. And what we want to do for the majority of us, and I even include myself in this in the beginning of my journey, was that you see the hair loss. And so what do? We want to just cover it up with shampoos and serums and topicals and this and that and all these things that don't address any of our needs, any of our wants. It's like taking your car with the check engine light on to go get it polished, detailed, and maybe cleaned and washed. That's not what the car needs. The car needs to be looked underneath the hood. And this is so key, to look underneath the hood to see exactly what's going on. And so the next item in terms of losing too much weight and this detrimental side effect of it is that you will have nutritional deficiencies. Extreme calorie restriction and restrictive diets can lead to deficiencies in essential nutrients such as calcium, iron, vitamin D, causing fatigue, weakened immunity, and other health problems. And so the thing is, it's like when you start adding these things together, you're compounding a bunch of health side effects that are negative. And on top of it, it's causing not just the hair loss, but a bunch of other issues too. So having massive weight loss also increases the risk of gallstones, which are solid deposits that can cause severe pain and digestive problems. And so these are things to note because some of you have already maybe gallstones, kidney stones, or digestive issues, and this would emphasize that or exacerbate that as well. The metabolic changes from losing weight too quickly can disrupt your metabolism. It messes with your hormones. It can mess with your thyroid as well, making it harder to burn fat and maintain the weight loss. And so this is also that scenario where you may lose the weight, but then it can backfire. Maybe once you're off the medications, or maybe once you go back to your normal ways, or maybe once the medication wears off, like minoxidil and Rogaine. Once you stop using the minoxidil and Rogaine, you will see massive hair loss shedding. This is something that maybe is printed on the bottle, but maybe not. Maybe it's discussed with somebody who you're buying it from, or maybe not. Or maybe you're just grabbing it over the counter, which in many countries, including the US, it is sold over the counter and you can just grab this and go. And at the same time, it's also impacting your health in many negative ways. The mental health impacts with rapid weight loss can be associated with psychological issues like stress, anxiety, depression, disordered eating habit, not to mention that other side effects include the fatigue, the irritability, the mood swings, the hair loss that we mentioned, menstrual irregularities. So if you are in a menstrual cycle or have an active menstrual cycle, this will also lead to irregularities. It can even create heart problems. And let's not forget the saggy skin, because this is something that our bodies, when you start losing a weight, which for anyone who's wanting to lose weight, it shouldn't be more than 2 pounds per week, max 2 pounds per week. And so if you're losing more per week, this means that your body is shrinking and not being able to play catch up. And so what happens with the skin is that you tend to have saggy skin. If you know anyone who's been obese and who's lost a lot of weight, they will have excess skin because they've lost weight too much, too fast, where the body, the collagen, the skin elasticity cannot catch up and shrink down the size as accordingly, or with muscle tone is also not able to perpetuate the muscle tone, and you're not able to see it because it's covered in this bag of skin. And so that's also a negative side effect of losing weight too fast, is that you're going to have all this excess skin. And that's also not a pretty sight. The only way to remove it would be surgically after that. The other side effects of losing weight too fast, the muscle atrophy, the gallstones, the electrolyte imbalances, the fatigue, the nutrient deficiencies, constipation, hair loss, of course, as we mentioned, the slower metabolism. Underneath that hair loss, though, a lot of it is going to be hormonal. You're going to have the dehydration, the mental disorders, and any type of mental angst, irritability, poor nutrition, poor immune function, headaches, menstrual irregularities, dizziness, the loose skin, and then, of course, the opportunity to regain that weight. So do quick fixes work? Yes and no. They may for the immediate, but long-term, it's not a long-term fix. Your body doesn't want to be on Ozempic or Wegovy or anything else long-term. And so there should be a way to get off of this safely, and that would be speaking with your doctor. At the same time, going back to how this translates into hair loss is that, yes, these opportunities of losing weight quickly, these medications do cause hair loss. However, there are many other medications that cause hair loss too. I have a free PDF that you can find on my homepage, alopeciaangel.com, and you can see this there and see all the medications listed. And there's so many different types of medications that cause directly hair loss, and it says there on the package or on the side effects, and you can read it right there. You can actually just grab this PDF and see if you are taking any medications that cause hair loss. The other thing about losing weight too quickly is that it does mess up your thyroid and your hormones, and that may take a couple months, maybe more, to get into balance depending on everyone's situation. And so this is definitely possible to heal. This is possible to regulate. This is possible to balance out. You are able to get your hair back. However, there will be numerous underlying steps, and these steps will definitely be personalized to you. The thing is, the one stop, one pill, one thing, 2 weight loss, 2 hair growth, 2 this, 2 that, doesn't work. The one size fits all doesn't work. We all have our unique situations. Many times I have clients who have alopecia, which is the medical term for hair loss, but it could be androgenic alopecia, female pattern baldness, and they have 2 other autoimmune diseases that are not alopecia. They could also have telogen effluvium or postpartum hair loss and eczema, psoriasis, and a couple other issues as well. And so the thing is, it's never going to be a one size fits all. Your goals, your hair growth, your wants and desires are never going to look the same as anyone else. We may all suffer from hair loss, either the same type or different types. And even then, it will look so different. The trajectory is going to look different. The steps, the personalization is going to look different. And so this is why conventional medicine gets it wrong. This is why there's a gap in education. This is why no one has taken the time to really look at you from a whole person perspective. And this is what we do here at Alopecia Angel. I look forward to helping you and speaking to you next week. Do not miss next week. Next week will be an epic episode in regards to another taboo topic and what we don't talk about, what we don't necessarily communicate as women for women, because this is definitely a women's issue that's coming up next week. I can't wait to hear more about you. I can't wait to show you more and interview this lady for you. Please rate and review our podcast. Leave us a note. Let us know what you're thinking. And I can't wait to speak to you soon. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you for listening to the Alopecia Angel podcast, a positive light in healing alopecia. You can do this and we can help. Spread the word that reversing alopecia is possible by telling your friends and family.